you. And hi, Toby. Good evening.
Hi, Inka. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Very well, thank you. How's your day?
You're beautiful.
Good.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
Pretty nice. I'm sure you had a busy day as well, right?
Oh, yeah, hectic day.
You don't look it.
Trust me, skin trick.
How are you doing? Let me connect to the Facebook group,
Okay.
and that way we can make sure everyone can see us. Hello, everyone. Welcome. If you're here, okay, I see we are live, and I wonder if it lets me tag everyone so no one misses it. We're gonna say everyone. Save. Okay, hopefully that works. Okay, cool. I was hoping that was possible. Good evening. How are you doing, Topen? Good evening again. Okay. Please, if you're here, welcome everyone and good evening. Please, if you're here, just type your name in the comments and where you're joining us from. Would like to interact with you. Your name and where you're from. Hi. Hi everyone. Hi Meg. Good evening. How are you? Good evening to you. Welcome guys. How you doing? Welcome everyone. How you doing? Good evening. Thank you. Meg says hi Yinka and Tokwe. Thank you. Hi Meg. Okay, and Meg is going ahead to tag everyone as well. Good evening. If you're joining us from Instagram, good evening and welcome. Welcome everyone once again. Okay, so I see the comments coming in. I think we are all set. Welcome if you're on Instagram. How are you all doing? Good evening. With me here is Tokwe Shonuga, a distinguished member of our community, Acquire Real Estate. I'm going to allow her introduce herself so I don't pre-introduce you
Right.
before time. So yeah, I think at this point we can dive right into our live session. If you can go ahead and introduce yourself and where you're from and all the good stuff, please go for it.
All right, Inka, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity given to me to be here with you this evening. I just never imagined I'll be on sitting here. I used to
It
be
looks
the
good
one on
on
the other side, watching people tell their stories and um, privileged to be here this evening with you. So my name is Topa Shunuga. I live in Minnesota. Um, Professionally, I'm a nurse, and
Oh wow, that's interesting.
yeah, um, I'm a realtor. Also, professionally, I'm a realtor, licensed realtor, and so I have wear many hats. I'm a mother of three, and real estate is my passion, really.
That's cool. So how do you merge real estate and nursing? How
Yeah, I
does
don't practice nursing because how that
okay,
goes. Yeah, it's
got it?
just
Yeah.
like you.
Okay.
We leave something for something, basically.
Yeah. Okay,
So
cool. I
yeah.
like that stage in life where you're able to choose what you want to do and not be forced to do what is popular because you don't have a choice. So this is good to hear. And yeah, let's talk about your journey, real estate journey, or maybe even if it makes sense, talk about how you kind of started to like real estate, or what was the real thing that connected you or made real estate attracted to you.
Yeah, well, I think I don't know. It's just passion from just growing up. I think from the knowledge of knowing fully well that you just can never go wrong with real estate. No matter how rich you are, you still have to reinvest in real estate at one point in life, and it's something that stays with you from generation to generation. So it's kind of something that will create generational wealth.
Right.
So I've always been interested in real estate. But everybody, like everybody, oh, I don't have money. Where do I start from? I don't even know what to do. Um, so I'm always online, searching. I have people I've, listened to from time to time. I mean, and it's always the same story. Okay, come and join us. And this, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know, just to leave them. And one night, I just like, okay, Kalumori, okay. She's Nigerian, so she can actually understand where I'm coming from. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, basically just listen to her live session, but I'm not gonna join because it's all a scam. That was my thought. But after that night, I listened. You went through all the analysis, especially with bar. You went with bar that particular night, the one I was watching. And that was like, okay, this seems like something I would like to do, but I don't want to join. I don't want to join. I don't want to commit to anybody because, they're just going to leave you hanging. But after that, they didn't have peace. I mean, I didn't have peace. So I contacted you on Instagram. I wanted to have a one-on-one, conversation with you to give me that extra confidence that, okay, this is the people I want to go with. And you gave me a 15 minutes free session with you. And after that 15-minute session, immediately I signed up. And I'm like, see me telling myself about 2 weeks ago I wasn't going to do this, but
Mhm.
I had confidence in what I heard. And sitting here today, I'm grateful I made that decision. So,
That's great.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Best.
curious what I said. Like, did I sweet talk you or
You did not. You were just real, to be honest. You were very real, practical. And,
I tried
it
to?
was just music to my ears. It was basically what I've been looking for. The answers to my questions were answered, basically.
Okay.
And that gave me the confidence to be like, okay, I'm going to just give this a try. I mean, you do your own part as the coach. I have to do my own part as the
Mhm.
student. And yeah, that's where I started my journey from.
That is so true. That this is not a joke. Well, I get that whole scam thing a lot. Sometimes, like, I get comments just saying this is scam. I'm like, what's so scam about this? It sounds too good to be true. Yes, there's work to do, but
Yeah.
I know sometimes we're not all out there saying come and get stressed out, right? Because then no one would want to improve their future because of you just projecting stress on them. Nobody wants extra stress in their lives. But if
Mhm.
you know what you're going to benefit from it, then you can weigh your options. Should I go through this to get this? So it's not as though real estate doesn't have work to do. We talk about
Mhm.
the good parts a lot. But also, if you interact with us long enough, you hear both sides, right? When we're analyzing deals or doing a live
Mhm.
deal session, you hear about the challenges that people went through.
Mhm.
So, like I always say, poverty is challenging.
Yeah.
And if you choose to do something great in life, it's also challenging,
Yeah,
right? So you
absolutely.
choose your challenge.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, and the fact that, you've got people like you holding your hands through it. So you're not actually walking alone. You're not doing this by yourself, which really, really, it's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, thank you. We're kind of set up differently, if you've
Mhm.
noticed. Because a lot of times people are weary because there are people out there who would just say and not deliver. But
Absolutely.
it's also in our best interest if we're building a long-lasting community to stick to
Hmm.
our words. It doesn't benefit us to go the other way. And just being there as a human being and
Yeah.
working with people as you should. So that's
Yeah.
what we stand for. Okay, so it's talking about your journey on joining the program. If you want to touch on that a little bit and how your whole deal scenario started. We know that deals are when you buy a property that makes sense, not just buying a property because you can qualify or you can afford to secure a down payment. But when we say deal, we mean a property that makes sense, a property that can potentially take you to the next level. Each deal is different.
Yeah.
They come in different sizes and shapes with different benefits, right? But your deal when they make sense and they can move you to the next level.
Yeah.
So that whole process of you just getting into finding deals, when did you join the program? How did you start to acquire properties?
So I joined the program November of last year, and because of my passion, really, it's like I started before I started, if you understand what I mean, because I was already passionate about it, and then when I saw the green light, I just, I went for it. I wasn't going to let anything hold me back, because all the materials were there for me to use. Um, so yeah, November of last year, I will look at Zillow, I will look at homes.com, I will look at Trulia. I have a realtor that I was working with. I had the price range I was working with as well. So each time my realtor will send to me, and I'll keep looking day and night. Trust me, day and night I was looking. Sometimes 11 o'clock, I'm still like scrolling. Okay, I think this one meets what I want. I think this one meets what I want, and all that. And so December, um, just a couple of weeks after it started, I got two properties that we put in an offer for. I don't know why two, but I was just fortunate to get two at once. And yeah, we got approved, offered. I was accepted for two properties, and we went back and forth, closing and all that. And we closed that in February of this year.
Wow. So you basically got two properties, well, under contract, but beyond that, also secured. You bought two properties within about 3 months
Yeah.
of starting. That's amazing. Do you think it's amazing? Because
Yes. It,
sometimes I talk to you and you're like, you're not sure.
like, well,
You're like, I don't believe. Tell me about this because it's like working towards a goal and you're like, I'll be the happiest person when this happens. And then it happens.
heavens.
What
Yeah, but
happens?
then you don't want to get too comfortable. Do you understand? You don't
Right.
want to get to that comfort zone. Oh yeah, I have two properties at one. No, you just, you're grateful for what you have, and then you dust yourself up again because you know you're there. This is
Right.
just the beginning. So you don't want to spend so much time, jubilating on that
Right.
win, so that you don't get too overconfident, you know.
As
So
long as you know it's amazing,
oh
which
yes, I
I know I say
appreciate it
amazing a
because
lot. I'm trying
yeah,
to get that out of my vocabulary, but
I
it's
was
the only
wowed.
word.
I was wowed because I was not expecting that. You know, it was when we actually closed and it dawned on me. I'm like, okay, I just got two properties at once. I thought this was supposed to be one step at a time, but hey, here I am with two properties at once, and you know, everything just went, you know, fast. So yeah, that was a big win, to be honest.
Yes.
That was a
Was it
very, very
hard
big
working on two properties at the same time? Maybe like closing. I
season.
feel
Yeah.
like you would have, looking back, you would have cut down to one property.
Yes,
Or
but probably I kind of bit more than I could chew at that time. But looking back at it right now, no, I don't have any regrets because
exactly. It's stressful. It could be. It depends
it
on the
was
deal, right?
absolutely
It
yes.
depends on the deal. But you look back and you're like, oh, two down,
Yeah.
more to go.
Yeah, and you know, you buy properties and you're not sure where you're gonna meet after you close and all that because we're empty properties. And then yeah, and then the challenge came and I braced it and I learned from it. And you know,
Yeah,
I'm a better person today at the end of it all. So no regrets at all. All
that's
wins.
good.
All wins.
That's
Yeah.
good. So what's it looking like right now? It's so two deals, just 3 months in. And you were you like, how many hours would you say you put into your real estate game on a daily basis? Because you said something like 11 p.m. You're
Yeah.
you're looking. Is that because
Trust
you're
me.
bored or
Just
you're just
love it.
passionate?
It's just passion. Trust me, this is just pure passion. And my kids are talking to me. I'm like, Mom, Mom. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming. I'm so engrossed in what I'm doing. I
Mm,
can spend hours in the deal analyzer, putting in, you know, just putting in different properties, seeing if this works. Okay, is this going to work? Is this going to work? Okay, what numbers am I looking at? Okay, I can do this number. This is not bad. You know, I'm not going to be too greedy. Okay, this, you know, so I just work around different angles and see what works for me and
mhm.
what I'm comfortable
Yeah.
with.
And that makes sense because people are searching. They have no clue how to even determine that a property makes sense for what they're looking. They don't even know what they're looking for. They don't know how to decide. So, having that whole tool and the information kind of helped you feel comfortable, even though you were passionate, you didn't burn out. You felt like I knew what I was doing. So I just need to punch things in. If it's not making sense, I go for something else.
Yeah.
Probably
And
helps us
sometimes
speeding up the
call
process.
you. I'm like, can you look at this with me? Is this making sense? What do I do? And then I remember one time you said, okay, this numbers might not look right for you at the moment, but I think on the long run, it's a good deal. Don't just look at what you're gonna make immediately, look at the long term what this property is going to get you. And I'm like, okay, that just makes sense because at the end of the day, it's not just about how much I'm going to be making every month on this property. It's like, okay, is this property, did you get it at a good price? Is
Mhm.
it, you know, what is the ARV afterwards and all of that? So putting that into consideration, it just makes me have a broader way of looking at each property. I'm not
Mhm.
looking at, okay, how much income am I getting on this property every month? No, I look beyond that now. So that was a learning curve. Yeah. So it's just, that's what I said that, you know, it's good to know that I can always, you know, call you, oh, can I have, you know, 15 minutes chat with you? You can talk me through it, help me to actually think in the right direction, just kind of geared your thinking into the right direction. Like, no, don't think this way, think this direction. And
Yeah.
that actually helps. And then I've learned from that as well.
Yeah, that's great. Great. So far, what's it looking like? How many deals have you done so far? And what are you working on currently? Give us an idea of what's
I'm
going
working
on.
on another two properties. I don't know. Two is also something for me.
Yeah, at the
So
same
currently
time, right?
working on another two properties and
Under contract
on the
right now.
contract. So
That's
we'll see
makes
how that
four.
goes. Makes four.
Okay. And we're not yet at the 1 year mark.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
yet.
I like that. It's yeah. I love that. Were you also analyzing some that you had put in offers on outside of this additional two properties?
Yes, I have one or two in my um,
Oh no.
um, yeah, that I was looking at, but you know, I just
Hmm.
saw something better, and I just dropped that. I went for something better as well.
So talking about markets, because sometimes people are confused on, you know, first of all, choosing the market to just settle into. How did you make your choice, and how did you build that network? Because these properties you're talking about, they're out of state for you, aren't they?
Yes, they're out of
So
state.
your first investment, your first two, the next two, they're all out of states. You haven't invested locally, have you?
No, I haven't.
Wow. So this is great. Like people are afraid of going outside of where they live because they don't know what to expect or how it's going to work or how to put a
Mhm,
team together. And that kind of holds them back. Like people who live in California or Boston or New York
mhm.
say things like, there are no good deals in my market. I cannot invest in real estate. So, how did you get the confidence to go into another market or even to determine that the market makes sense for you?
Well, my market here is really, really high. Um,
Price.
properties here, they are really on the high side, and being the first, few properties investments I'm starting with, I'm like, I don't want to start that high. So kind of went online and did a lot of searching. Okay, each state, um, what are properties looking like? What are the values of properties? What are the cost of properties? And to be honest, I was fortunate. I have a friend in a particular state where I'm investing, and he also is an investor. And we just got chatting casually, and this is what I intend to do. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. The sky is a stepping stone for you. There's no limits in real estate, and I'm like, but I'm scared. I don't know where to start from. I need a realtor. I need this. I need that. We're like, so one step at a time. Usually, if you see a property that you like, you can just start with that realtor. See if you connect with that realtor. Basically, if you connect with the realtor, then you might be comfortable using the realtor. So a lot of agents are out there, and some are nice and some are not nice. But I was fortunate to have one that is really nice, and we connected really well. She's just on top of everything. you know and when we got the properties, she knew I needed management company. So she was all like, oh, I know someone that does a good job as a management company. I would refer her. And she referred her. She turned out to be great as well. you know, she turned out to be fantastic. Then they will give you ideas. Oh, why don't you go to this direction? Why don't you go into this area? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? They know you're an investor and they want business from you. So definitely they would cheer you into the right direction. So that was how I was able to build a
Your
team.
team. Okay, cool. So, assuming you didn't know anyone in that market, how would you have gone about it? I know you said you got to connect with a realtor and a property manager. So, for someone who feels like I don't know anyone in this market,
Yeah.
what would your advice?
I mean, like I said, it's just, you go online and do a search. Okay, I've searched Connecticut. I've looked at properties in Connecticut. I've looked at in Baltimore. I've looked at all those areas. I'm like, okay, this is the value of properties. This is the cost of properties. Um, is it within my price range? Because you have to look at your closing costs. You have to look at, down payment and all that. Can I afford, what they're asking? And then you search Zillow, home.com, Trulia, realtor.com. The agents, they're constantly that are advertising properties. So you just call them, Can I come in to, I would like to view this property you've listed. You see if you have a rapport with them, see what they're telling you. You just let them know you're an investor. I'm out of town, I'm investing, I'll be buying more properties. The moment they hear that, you're going to be consistently, using them, then that gives them, that confidence and that, um, the kind of liking to you that, look, I'm not going to wait another 6 months or 3 months to get another customer.
Mhm.
Constantly, you're just going to be there rolling over these properties. And I always tell my realtor, when we're done with this, we're going to do more. And she's like, yeah, I trust you. So just to kind of boost them up so that they know that, yeah, they're constantly having work to do. So just go online. Like I said, Zillow, Realtor.com, I love Home.com, to be honest. I'm usually on Homes.com. And they're always listing agents. They put their phone numbers in there. Just give them a call. Yeah.
She's a true coaching student. Now, talking about, because I wouldn't have said anything less or different, but talking about coaching, how has that helped you so far? Do you think you were this way before, or well, what would you say before and after coaching? Did it really help, or you're just a rock star naturally?
Mika, I don't want to
Or
just blow your
naturally, so
trumpet.
that's
I don't
right.
want to blow your trumpet in front of you.
Don't blow it too much. Don't blow it too much, but we always have to talk about it because I mean, like I always tell people, you need help, right? If you're not able to do what you want to do on your own, then get help. And when I talk about coaching, and I'm not, like I was telling you, you're not restricted to just our program. Even though our program is amazing, we have great people, we have real people, real testimonials. But if you, by all means, if you have someone else that can offer you the same service, if that's what you want, then go for it. But coaching is important regardless of where you're getting that from, right? I think it well, let me not talk too much, but because that's your question. So what would you say? But for some, maybe they just, they probably don't need it. I don't know. But for you, what would you say though?
Trust me, coaching, I knew I needed help. And that was I was searching because you can't just dive into real estate. You need to know basic things. You need to know just the basics. And that is why, I joined Acquire Real Estate. And like I said, I have no regrets because from the first session, I think you guys are so good. Every week there's a session. Sometimes I'm like, we're just never tired. There's just always something to talk about. I remember we'll all come together and we'll have breakup rooms. We have breakup sessions, and each group is dealing with
Breakout sessions, because we're not breaking up.
breakout sessions. I mean,
Just kidding.
breakout sessions, and then we all learn. We learn from one another, which is it's just amazing. I never imagined that I would be a part of such a good coaching class like this. So I've learned a lot. Like I said, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do about where to lenders. So talking about lenders, you don't even know where to call. You don't know who to call. You're scared. You don't want anybody to scam you. You don't know if they're real or they're not real. But you guys have, lenders that you're vetted and then we can use. You've
So
got
be confident to say we have,
we have.
because you're in the
Yes.
community. It's
Yes,
not you
we have.
guys.
Yeah. And also we have insurance. We can insure our properties all in one big,
Right.
group. So it's endless. The opportunity is just endless. You learn every stage that you're here. You want to do Airbnb, you want to do bar. I mean, there's so much. You can just deviate to whichever one
Your
fits
control.
your liking. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Mhm.
And it looks like your niche right now, because of the relationship you've been able to build with realtors, just talking about how you're finding your deals so far, your niche is really just on the market, plus the fact that you're a realtor. What advantage would you say there's an, okay, let's hold off on the realtor part for now. Let's talk about your goal in the next 6 months. So 6 months down the line, this is where you're at, approximately 6 months ish plus. So what are we thinking the next 6 months? Because if you're right now working on, you got four down and working on another two, I think you were saying. And what do you think the next 6 months looks like as far as your goals, realistically based on your experience? Because now we're talking realistic goals, right?
Oh yeah.
Not
Oh, yeah.
just dreaming. So what
Yeah.
would be your goal for
I
the
mean,
next six
I like to push hard. I would
months?
say another four properties in another four in another by the end of the year.
Okay,
I would
so
say
the additional four.
another additional four. So
So we're talking
I
eight
think
to 10 properties in a year. For the first year, guys, this is not a joke. This is the first year of starting out her journey. Honestly, you guys, can you guys give her a thumbs up? I don't know. You guys say something nice. I want to see that in the comments. Encourage her. Tell her this is amazing. Tell her she's a rock star. Because I
oh,
think she is. I think she's
yes.
amazing. So please in the Facebook comments type what you think. What do you think? Do you think this is great? And my husband said to stop using amazing. I think was it him? Because I say too much. So type other words in the comments. Outside of that, how would you categorize or describe what she's doing? You're doing a great job. And
It's a teamwork, Ika. It's a teamwork. So I couldn't have done it alone. So I'm giving credit to both of us because it's both our wins. I couldn't have been on this journey without you guys. So thank you.
thank you. Thank you. Okay, cool. So if you had to give, let's say, one big advice, Janea says you're a rock star on
Thank
Facebook.
you, Kunal.
And someone on here, Damsel, it's not Yinka, I don't know. On Instagram says I'm proud of you. Oh,
Thank
um,
you.
keep the comments coming. But in the meantime, if you had to give like one big advice to anyone, who maybe they're not sure. I mean, they're probably just because I speak to people a lot, and some people are really disoriented. They don't know what they want. They don't know how to get it, and they're still very hesitant and still very afraid. What would that big advice be to just help people get it together?
First and foremost, don't be afraid. If I can do it, trust me, you can do it. I was once afraid, but I took a bold step because you need to get up. That's it. You need to get up. If this is your dream, is this is your passion, you have everything, all the resources you need is in one place. Trust me. You have the lenders, you have people that have done this time and a time, even more than I've done. People that are flipping properties like I don't even know what to call them. So you have rock stars. We have a lot of rock stars here. And then you have people you can message and they'll tell you how they're doing it. We're happy to share this story with everybody. So don't be afraid. Please take this first step. Take a step of faith. Get up. This is what you really want. Please go ahead and do it. It's going to be worth it at the end of the day.
That's amazing advice. That's great advice. See, amazing again. Okay, great advice. Great advice. So by the end of this year, I mean, or even before then, you're already talking millions of on your portfolio. That's great. I know you don't want to look at the millions because you want to work harder, but but yeah, it's so great that sometimes the what you're getting, especially when you're holding properties, the reward might not be so apparent, like, ooh, this is huge, I've made it in life, right?
Yeah.
But when you look back at your activities from the previous year, you're like, how is this even possible? When you punch the numbers together, your net worth and your equity, and you have a lot of equity right now because I know how you've been buying properties, right? So I'm just happy. I'm just grateful that this is really happening for you. And trust me, when you see Tupper, just do that because because she's not a mate. She's really done great, and we're
Thank
not
you.
afraid to say that. So you should be proud of yourself as well, and just keep going, doing what you're doing. Now we're gonna talk about your realtor business. Where are you? What areas do you service? I know you guys call it farm areas, right? If you have a farm area that you service, is it okay if we reached out, if we, because there's no better realtor that can help you than someone who's already into real estate investing, someone that knows the numbers, someone who's not going to send you false deals
Mm,
and tell you it's a deal when it's not a deal, right?
yeah.
So this is like you've got it both ways. You're eating your cake and having it, so to speak. And this is great. Honestly, a realtor in our community, go for it. So tell us what areas you service and what you do as a realtor.
Yeah, so like I said, I live in Minnesota. So I service the Minneapolis and Paul area. We call them the Twin Cities. So I'm here for you as your listing agent, buyer's agent within the Minneapolis environs. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you with, securing your properties, even new construction. So yeah, I'm ready to do the job.
For some reason, okay, I don't know if everybody got that contact info right, but hey, let's know if for any reason you can't see things clearly, just reach out to me, send me a message. You can reach out to her directly. Is there like an Instagram handle that people can reach you on? Or what would that be? I can potentially type in the comments. Don't be like me who's trying to remember.
I'm trying to remember, trust
Is it
me.
an underscore? Is it a dash? I trust me, I always get mixed up, so you're not
No,
alone.
I think mine is Tokwe.Shunuga. Yes, Tokwe.Shunuga is my
Uh-huh. Yeah.
IG handle. Hmm.
Love it. So Shonaga, if you're looking in the Minnesota area and you want to buy investment properties, she's your go-to, definitely.
Yes,
And
please.
she'll be happy to serve you. So you're almost getting like free coaching when you have a realtor who knows their stuff in real estate.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's great. I think that I don't have any other questions for you other than just to encourage you to keep moving. And you guys, if you want to meet great minds like this, we have a summit coming up in October. Definitely be there. It's going to be in Connecticut. We're doing property tours. We're hanging out. We're having night outs. We're having workshops. Even like dinners, or ball, gala. You guys definitely. You can inbox me or DM me if you wanted more information about that. So definitely looking forward to seeing all the members of our community. It's always a joy. Like imagine me in a room with different people who are doing a bunch of deals a year. Imagine being in a room with people who have millions and millions of in dollars of properties, right? Own properties. Even one person already has millions in their portfolio, right? So imagine meeting physically with those people and you can get top advice. You can just be friends because guess what? You can't escape it. If you have the right friends, you're going to be like them,
Yeah.
right? So definitely join us. I believe we're counting down on the early registration. It ends July the 31st. This is July the 22nd. So we're about 10 days thereabouts. So be sure to register. And one more time, I want to say thank you, Tokwe, for being here. No one, most people don't like to be on camera, but so sometimes we're stepping out of our comfort zone
Yeah.
and trying to do it. And I appreciate the amount of effort you put into being able to make it here with your busy schedule and all of that good stuff, to just be here to encourage people and help people get started. Many times we see people say, I heard this person and I was encouraged by what they said, and that gave me confidence to start my own journey. We get that a lot, and that's why we don't take sessions like this for granted, because now you have actually helped somebody else be like you.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you very much for that. And with this, we've come to the end of the session. Oh, by the way, definitely, if you want to get started, definitely type coaching in the comments, and we're going to reach out to you, and we're going to schedule your own discovery session, and we can talk about what you're looking to do, what you're looking to achieve in the next 6 months, the next year, or long term, and we can start to work on your goals. So yeah, definitely type coaching in the comments, and we're going to reach out to you. And I will just allow Meg to catch up with the comments. Do you have any final words? I think you already said what you wanted to say.
Don't waste time. Please type in coaching there and sign up. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. Thank you, Yinka, for having me. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Tokwe. Have a great one. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.